texted you more often. If I would have wanted you to care. But can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care?
Look, I do care, but I don't care. My phone is always on me, but I'm not there. Notified, but it always coincides with something that overrides. On the grind over time, nobody gets no reply. That's bona fide, no disrespect. Screen's always lighting up like a cigarette. I save my writing for the symphonette. Here's the thing.
It wasn't my fault. You're not my problem.
Look,
But you got issues.
hey.
Don't call me.
You said I should have texted you more often. If I would have wanted you to care. But can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care?
Why do you think this is? What you say doesn't match up with how you're leaving me on red and how you never pick up the number of the time the girls on your phone. So you got a pretty high Candy Crush score. Boy, you're wasting your time. Let me tell you that it wasn't my fault. You're not my problem. Boy, you got issues. Don't call me.
You said I should have texted you more often. If I would have wanted you to care. But can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care? And you say I should have texted.
Don't hold out for a text that you'll never get. Are you bitter yet, or is it jealousy? Fundamentally, there's nothing you could thread to top my lethargy. A message in a bottle, in that bottle in an ocean. And that ocean is no metaphor for my devotion, but I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy.
And you say I should have texted you more often. If I would have wanted you to care. But can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care?
Phone is always on me.
Hey, what's up, people? How's it going? It is a Saturday. It's the 14th. 14th of December, 10 more days, and we got Christmas Eve. I can't believe it. But we are inching closer and closer towards the end of the year. So I've been trying to keep up with DLF, but he's been producing more content that I can keep up with. But we're gonna get into it. Instagram, what's up? How are you doing, sir? We got Random Fish, we got Skywalker OG, Bally, how are you doing? We got Blue Eyes, what's up, Blue Eyes? And we got Fish. So what are you saying, Skywalker? The premium rage in that phone call to the FBI? Which video did he actually call the FBI in? Oh, making more phone calls, the FBI. Okay. All right, I see it. So this was from 4 days ago. I'm actually gonna have to go over this because we're gonna have to figure this out. Um, yeah, and then I don't know. I guess it's not really his bedtime right now. I know he goes to bed pretty early. Shit, I'm even going to bed pretty early these days. Like sometimes at 9 o'clock, I'm in bed because I gotta get up like at 5 a.m. or earlier in the morning. Near the end, he gets mad and slaps the camera. Oh yeah, remember the camera spits he was doing? He's like picturing my likeness, and then he gives a big sloppy wet. I can't even call it a loogie because loogie is a very strong term for spit, right? Like when you're a loogie, that means you're hawking that really good semi-translucent, sticky stuff in the back of your throat, and then you hawk it at somebody like, hey, no, you don't a loogie, okay? You're half asleep, Eggy. It is a midnight, Eggy. Yes, midnight in London town. It's 12:06 a.m. over there. I haven't been keeping up with Chelsea Lee art, even though I got a Chelsea Lee art like elf on the shelf that I've been moving around my home. You just started really getting into DLF top tier so far. DLF is a whole nother level. I keep saying this, but I'm like, why isn't it more people like watching DLF stuff? It's as good, if not better, depending on how you look at things. Is it good or is it as bad or worse than Cyrax? It really depends on your perspective, but it is entertaining. Just enough lucid for DLF content. Indeed. Anyways, let's get into this. So this is the one that I guess Skywalker OG kind of led me to. Making more phone calls, FBI, lawyer, lieutenant fanboy, SVU, and CCU. So like the critical care unit. Why does it keep saying SVU as in like special victims unit? Edinburgh lass, what's going on? I used to say Edinburgh for a while. I actually used to say instead of like Lancashire, I used to say Lancashire, and then I used to hang out with a few Scots. Yeah, they used to be straight from Edinburgh and Glasgow, and they would laugh every time I would say Lancashire, because they're like, yes, Bilbo Baggins, we're in the Shire. And I'd actually laugh as well because it's kind of funny. But now I'm better. Instead of Lancashire, I'll say Lancashire. I think DLF is my go-to when Rax gets boring. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, let's see until you have to pronounce right. Oh, man. Okay, all right. Let's just get into this. Let's go. Here we go. Handpicked by Skywalker. Let's see what DLF is up to.
All right, people. They tried going to the FBI today. They didn't want to fucking do anything. As usual, get the FBI over to my house for fucking lesbians, but you can't do fucking. They said it's a local issue. They say it's a local police issue. But calling a fucking bitch a lesbian on the internet is a federal crime now, right? This is bullshit. Okay? This is bullshit.
Good old Swansea. I used to live in the Swansea area, Toronto, once upon a time, back in the day. I really like that area. Very good.
So we're calling the fucking lawyer and seeing what's going on with this shit. Fucking bullshit. I give up on the SVU people. I give up on them. It's like they don't want to fucking do anything.
Is it really news? Wait a second, Eggy. Weren't you with like a Brummy the other day?
Fuck them. Next time I get the police out here, I'm telling them to fucking leave, because they're not going to sit here and come out for a noise complaint and then ignore fucking bomb threats. I'm not going to let it happen. You're not going to come out here for stupid shit and then ignore all the serious shit. Okay? You're not going to come out here and harass me over fucking stupid shit and then ignore all the fucking all the serious shit. So I'm putting in a complaint against the Buffalo police because of this. So we're gonna call the fucking lawyer.
Okay, so Brummies are cool, but the place is a dump. I don't know if I can go with your word for that, Eggy.
You're not gonna sit there. You're not gonna sit there and ignore all the serious shit and then come after me for everything stupid. I'm not gonna let it happen. So until they decide to arrest my mother for bomb threats, Buffalo police are not welcome at my home anymore. So.
Yeah, I wonder
Where the
how.
fuck is this fucking lawyer's number?
I wonder how Mama Scrunch has been
I'm being
doing.
fucking tired of this shit. But you can get their fucking justice but me! Ah, here it is. Everybody can get their fucking justice but me. Everybody can get their damn justice but me. I'll show them. Fucking bullshit.
All right, here we go.
Has been forwarded to an automated
Of
voice
course.
messaging system. 71682999800 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Congrats on the tree blue.
Hello, this is Michael Constantino. This message is for Seth Siegert. Please call me back, 716-994-4067. I'm just wondering if you got my emails about the case, the evidence I sent you. I tried to go to the FBI building today, and they just kicked me out, saying it's a local police issue. Because, I don't know, bomb threats are now a local police issue. Meanwhile, the FBI comes to my door because I called two fat lesbians on the internet.
You know what? There's a dispute about this whole FBI thing. You guys remember that situation, right? How the guy was from the FBI for it was it like the Bureau of Missing and Exploited Children, right? I was like, whoa, wait a second. Did they like find something like, and trace back to your IP or something? DLF and DLF has fully denied this, but to be honest with you, and I like to be real and honest, I really do think there was maybe a ding on the black web, or at least the gray web, for something happening with that whole situation, because there's many times that I feel kind of like DLF might be up to some bullshit, right? Fucking yes, exactly, bullshit.
I'm sorry. I am very worked up right now. Okay? I have been under high stress for the last 2 months because my mother has been making bomb threats, and nobody wants to take this seriously. Please give me a call back, 716-994-4067. Thanks. Bye.
I don't think they're gonna call you back. The gray net.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's areas of the internet that aren't exactly the black web, like the dark net, but it's kind of like a mix of like, the safe area of the net you might call, like a white net versus, the dark web. So it's like a gray area where you can find some questionable stuff, some illegal shit as well, but it's a mixture.
Christ. Did Lauren Trimper and Catherine Parchetta have to go through all this bullshit? You know what? I give up on the SVU dicks.
Right, Skywalker, the whole thing, he was getting so mad at me. It's like, well, you're putting out my information on the internet. I'm like, it's already on the internet, DLF, but he wants me to take it down.
They did tell me to call the FBI. So I took a picture. I took a picture of the sign with the phone number on it. And let's call them. Called FBI dicks.
Is it on different servers? No. What happens is that Google doesn't block the dark web. It just doesn't index it or allow access through your regular search engines and browsers. So if you're using like Yahoo or Bing or Google or I'm not sure about Ocean. But it just doesn't index it, as in it doesn't crawl it, and you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're using stuff designed to specifically search everything on the web, then you can access the web. That's why we have like Tor browser and like Onion browser, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, there's also DuckDuckGo. They say that DuckDuckGo prides itself on allegedly, supposedly not like, leaving cookies on your system. I guess I really haven't seen people say that that's not true. So I guess if you really want to go with DuckDuckGo or Ocean or any other search engine, go ahead.
If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you want to report a possible internet-related crime, please visit www.ic3.gov. If you have questions concerning FBI employment, please visit www.fbijobs.gov. If you have a tip about an FBI investigation, need to report suspicious activity or a federal crime, press 2. If you are an FBI employee or other law enforcement, please press 3. If you need to speak to an operator, please press 4. To repeat menu options, press 8.
2.
Hello. Thank you for calling the FBI. To continue this call in English, press 1. For Spanish, press 2. This is not a 911 service for taking emergency calls. For emergencies, please call 911. If you or someone you know are having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health crisis, or seeking mental health resources, press 1. In a few moments, you will be connected to an operator. This call will be recorded for quality assurance, investigative, or other purposes.
Nice,
If you
Luke.
do not wish to be recorded, please press 1 to receive details on how to report electronically, and this call will then be disconnected.
Is it me, or I'm trying to Google something, but I thought like, those BO to the M to the B threats, aren't they handled by DHS, like the Department of Homeland Security? I thought that was because it would be considered like a very, domestic terrorism. Isn't that? I thought that's what like DHS handles that. It wouldn't necessarily be the FBI. Because that's what you're doing.
Red flag laws that restrict individuals from having firearms based
All right.
on danger to themselves or others. Your local law enforcement agency may have more information on these laws. During this call, you will be asked to provide identifying information about yourself and or the persons about whom you are calling. These questions will ask for information regarding name, date of birth, telephone number, and address. For the best accuracy, please do not use speakerphone while providing this information. We use this information to assist in investigating your tip. You do not have to provide your name or other personal information.
Oh my
However,
God.
lack of information may delay or hurt our ability to investigate your tip. Any information you can provide may be used for authorized purposes. Repeatedly providing information with no demonstrated investigative value may result in the FBI no longer taking your information. By continuing this call, you are agreeing to these terms.
He's literally using speakerphone, right?
Please tell us in a sentence
No.
or two federal. Thank you for your entry. To report a tip on an
Yikes,
FBI
fish.
case currently highlighted in the news, press 1. To report a tip about a threat to human life, serious bodily injury, significant violent action, or threats to national security, press
too.
To report a suspicious email, hacked email, internet scams, cryptocurrency scams, ransomware, threatening communication through email or text message with demands for money, press 3. To report mortgage fraud, press 4. To report telemarketing fraud, gift card fraud, identity theft, or unfair.
Ever seen a military monocular
Wow.
lens that can zoom in on objects
All right,
miles
let me
away?
skip
You're
this.
about
My
to.
bad.
Dude, you got to hear about this.
Or fraudulent business practices, press 5. If you are calling about any other issue, press 6. To repeat this menu, please press the pound key. Please say or enter your 10-digit phone number now.
All right. I love how he's just casually laying on his blood-stained couch.
71699440067. If this is correct, say yes. If this is incorrect,
Yes.
Do I think the DHS outranks FBI? I don't know. That wording is a little bit off because it's kind of like if you're a federal agency, then you can't outrank another federal agency unless we are talking about, I don't know, like judicial stuff like in the courts, right? Because then you would have like your highest state court, then it starts to go into federal, right? Then you have SCOTUS. But in terms of like stuff like even border security is federal, Secret Service is federal. I would say depending on what's happening, one department will have jurisdiction over or versus the other, or maybe two or more departments might have jurisdiction, right? Because depending on what it is, one department will be like, no, that's not in your purview, it's in our department's purview, so we're taking over the case or what the hell's going on. You know what I mean?
please spell your legal first name now.
Michael.
The spelling of your legal first name is Michael. If this is correct, say yes. If
Yes.
this is incorrect, please spell your legal last name now.
Constantino.
Sup, so really, how are you doing?
Spelling of your legal last name is Constantino. If this is correct, say yes. If this is
Yes.
incorrect, say no. Please say or enter your date of birth as month, day, and 4-digit year.
Oh my
Please say your date of birth is January 1st, 1984. If this is correct,
Why is
say
this
yes.
pissing him off?
If this is incorrect, say no.
No.
Like he keyed it in and he's getting like really pissed off because he incorrectly keyed in his like DOB.
If you would like to decline and move on, please press 0. Please say or enter your 5-digit zip code now. Your zip code is 14222. If this is correct, say yes. If
Yes.
this is incorrect, please say your state or 2-letter state abbreviation now.
NY.
The
Good
state
old New York.
abbreviation is NY. If this is correct, say yes.
Yes.
Please spell your city now.
BUFFALO.
The spelling of your city is EUFFALROO. If this is correct, say yes. If this is incorrect, say no.
No.
Please spell your city now.
BUFFALO.
I'm not even gonna lie about this part. Sometimes those prompts really piss me off as well. Like especially when you need somebody on the phone and then you have to go through 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of this crap. Well, this is extensive. Dick McCoochie.
Buffalo. If this is correct, say yes.
Yes.
Incorrect. Please say your street address, including house number and street name. Now.
505 Elmwood Avenue, apartment 9C.
Your street address is 505 Elmwood Avenue, apartment 9C. If this is correct, say yes.
Yes.
If this is incorrect, thank you for calling. Your call is very important to us and will be answered in the order of its receipt.
God.
Thank you for calling the FBI. Can I have your first name, please?
Michael?
Michael?
Yes.
Okay, and your last name?
Constantino.
Can you spell that for me?
Constantino.
Okay, Constantino.
Yes.
Okay, and your date of birth?
5/13/1984.
I could swear DLF has probably called the feds on me before.
Was that May 13th,
Yes.
1984?
Yeah.
And I have cell phone number 716-994-4067.
Yes.
Do you have me on speakerphone or AirPods or something? I'm having a hard time hearing you.
No, I don't.
Obviously, you can tell when you have her on speakerphone, DLF. All you had to say, if you want to really lie real good, you could say, be like, hey, I got hearing problems at the moment. See, the keyword is saying at the moment, because you can have temporary hearing problems, even though over a longer period of time, those problems might subside. I was like, because then if you say it like that, like, you know, you got hearing issues, then it's all good.
Okay. So I'm going to need you to speak up just a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so your home address is 505, is that Elmwood? Okay?
Yes. Yeah. Elmwood Avenue, 9C.
Facts, blue eyes.
Okay, is that floor 9 or apartment 9C?
It's apartment 9C.
In Buffalo, New York?
Yes.
14222?
Yes.
Okay, and what crime are you calling to report?
I was just at the FBI building to report a bomb threat. And they told me that I had to go to the local police. I've already done that. They won't do anything about it. And they told me to call the number on the outside of the building.
Okay, which FBI building were you at?
The Buffalo, downtown Buffalo.
So you told them you were there to report a bomb threat and they wouldn't talk to you?
Yeah.
And what did the police say?
Well, I did. This happened 2 months ago, and I went to the police back then, and they're not following up on it. So I went to the FBI building today and tried to report it there.
When was this threat?
October 24, 2024.
So this is October 24th, 2024.
Yes.
Okay. And the guard at the FBI building told you had to go to the police to report it?
I went to the police, the local police first, and I have a report and everything, and I keep trying to call them back, and they're just giving me the runaround. They're not calling.
You went to the police that day on October 24th?
I went to the police on the 29th, actually.
Okay, why did you wait so long?
They told me I had to wait for a certain officer to come back in.
Okay. he's literally lost her like 3 to 4 minutes ago, because if you're gonna complain now in what would be early mid-December about a threat that happened back in October, and then even in October you waited 5-6 days to report it, it's like, if you're reporting that type of threat, which is a massive threat to public safety, you kind of have to report it before it happens, or at least the day off, because then they'll take it seriously. But then she knows that he already went to the police and they didn't take it seriously. So she's probably thinking maybe they have records that show that he calls in or reports a lot of shit. Maybe it's not really that credible. I'm just saying, you can tell by her mannerism, the change, that wait a second, this might not be credible, but I still got to do my job and I gotta write it down or log it so that they can follow up.
And he was on
To
vacation.
report a bomb threat?
Yes. Yeah.
So you called them on the 24th when who made the bomb threat?
My mother.
Take care, Blue Eyes. Have a good one.
And what did she tell you? Where was she going to put a bomb?
Okay.
You know what? I actually gotta get mine. You know what? I'm gonna email Mama Scrunch, even though she's my op. She can come in for a Christmas interview, because we gotta talk about this B to the O to the M to the B threat, because we're concerned right now. So let me do that right after the stream. I'm gonna email Mama Scrunchy. It's like a 50-50 chance that Mama Scrunch might actually email me back, but she had some words for me the last time we exchanged emails.
Here's what's going on. I don't get along with my mother because my uncle abused me when I was a child. Okay? I don't know if it was sexual abuse or what, but I have post-traumatic stress disorder from this. So I got into some trouble myself back in up in Lockport over these two women. The judge in Lockport told me I had to go to mental health therapy, okay? And I was telling my therapist about this, and he thinks that it was sexual. My mother started making threats towards my therapist on his voicemail. And when I got into some trouble with a debt, I owe my mother some money. She took my computer as a collateral because.
Ever seen a military monocular lens that can zoom in on objects miles away? You're about to. Dude, you got to hear about this.
I have to deal with my mother. She does nothing but worship my uncle that abused me. So because of this, I told her, because I'm dealing with you and you're sitting there glorifying my uncle, I am having post-traumatic stress disorder. And I think I need to go to a psych ward. And she told me, if you go, I am going to take your computer and blow it up in front of your building. So I went to the police right there. And I'm afraid to go to a psych ward because I'm afraid that I'm going to come back and my building's going to be gone. So for the last.
Have you ever blown anything up before?
Say.
That is the completely next logical question to ask, lady. Thank you. Mama, no, you know what? We need to change Mama Scrunch to Mama McVeigh, or maybe Mama MacGyver McVeigh. Because yes, if he says that Mama Scrunch has blown shit up before, like she's actually used explosive elements before, this becomes really credible right now, because then you're kind of like, shit, she knows how to do it, so we got to take this a little bit more seriously.
Say that again?
Has she ever done that before? Has she ever put a bomb somewhere or blew something up?
No, but I know.
DLF, what are you doing? If she's gonna take it seriously, you have to say, yeah, she's like fucking blown shit up before. then they'll be like, oh shit, Mama MacGyver McVeigh actually did this before. We gotta take this seriously.
Very capable of doing so.
How? She's a nurse.
She is an ex-florist. She probably knows what
the how? Okay, stop. How is an ex-florist an explosive expert now? Not even an expert. How is a florist an explosive intermediate? Like, you kind of know what you're doing. You're not a pro yet, but you're getting there. Okay, she totally thinks he's crazy now.
I know she's very capable of doing so. She is an ex-florist. She probably knows what fertilizer can do. She knows electricians that can wire something up. So my dad probably can do it.
Oh yeah, it's totally like that. It's like, hey Billy, you're my local electrician. I wanna get some explosive elements together. Can you wire this BO to the M to the B for me, pretty please? And Billy's gonna be like, okay, that's cool, Mama Scrunch. I'm not gonna ask any questions.
She knows electricians that can wire something up. So my dad probably can do it. You can look it up on YouTube as she can look up anything on YouTube.
Okay. All right. So you need to continue to work with your local police on this, okay? Because this issue between you and your mother, that's not something that can be fixed, just by the FBI looking into it. This is gonna be a local police issue. You're gonna need to continue to work with them. If they will not or cannot do what you feel they should, or you feel it's their job and they're not doing that,
right? Really?
Okay.
You can also file a complaint with your state attorney general. Okay.
Yeah. So you're saying that making and then a couple days after I went to the police over her, she serves me papers for a restraining order, and now I got to go to court. So she filed charges. She filed charges on me in revenge.
I don't think anybody cares, especially the lady on the phone, DLF, about that.
This is all to silence me about my uncle.
Okay. If you
probably Fish
can speak to an officer or the magistrate or even in court, you can possibly get a restraining order or no contact order against her.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do is stay away from her. Okay.
Yeah. But the thing is that I want that. I'm not even asking for the computer to be in my possession. I just want it out of her possession, because I'm afraid she's going to use my equipment as a bomb.
I think he's way too paranoid. It's like, okay, if she does, that is her own problem and fault. It's kind of like, you ever heard these stories about people that are so super paranoid, they'll think like if they go to the supermarket and they like touch a melon because they want a melon during the summer, a watermelon, and their fingerprints are in the watermelon, somebody does something messed up, and then they leave the watermelon at the scene of the crime, then they'll take the fingerprints off the watermelon. Now they're in trouble. Like, this is the level of like, connecting the dots that I think he's thinking.
Okay, so you're going to need to see if the police can help you get that back. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I do have this documented for you.
So doing bomb threats, is it a federal crime? That's terrorist stuff.
It is. It's domestic T to the terrorism, but yeah.
You reported it to the proper authorities. She did not do it.
Okay.
If she makes other threats or you feel like your life's in danger, you dial 911. If she makes a bomb threat again,
Yeah.
you can report it here. I cannot guarantee you an agent will or will not call you back.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Have a good
Thanks.
day.
Bye.
Yeah, you effed up there, DLF.
What the fuck is with these fucking people? They're saying it's a local police issue to make bomb threats. Meanwhile, I call a fucking bitch a lesbian and I get 2 fucking FBI guys at my fucking door. This is ridiculous. No. I am not letting the police here ever again until they deal with this. Fuck this. Fucking come after me for calling some bitch a lesbian on the internet. Get all these fucking FBI guys at my fucking door. Yet they can't deal with a fucking bomb threat. Oh my God. You know what? Let her fucking bomb my bill. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Just remember, the blood is on your hands, FBI. The blood is on your hands, police! The blood of the innocent is on your hands! Oh, I'm sure if I called my mom a lesbian a couple times, I'll get the FBI over here.
Well, you would definitely get your PCO. What's it? Your constable if you were in London. Definitely, if you called your mom a lesbian a couple times. You know, London police, London UK police will be ringing your door in probably a couple hours.
Don't come after me so fucking quick, cause I called the fucking bitch a lesbian a fucking couple times. This is absolutely insane. This is, you know how fucked up this is?
Rest in peace, Eugene.
You know how fucked up this is? You know how fucked up this whole thing is?
Yeah, that works. Break your stuff. Hey, do you think his neighbor's boyfriend that used to piss in the hallways is still living there, or do you think they got kicked out? I mean, it's still a really nice building.
No, you're not police aren't coming here anymore.
Yeah, they're totally not.
Like I said, you're not gonna ignore all the serious shit and then come after me for fucking stupid shit. I'm not gonna allow it. Okay? I'm not gonna allow it. Come after me for stupid shit. Yeah, you sit there and ignore fucking bomb threats. Come after me for calling some fat whore a lesbian. And I got 2 FBI guys at my fucking door. My mother's making bomb threats. Oh, we can't do anything about it. God. That's it. I'm not even calling SVU. How about this? I have an idea. I have a fucking idea.
What is he gonna do now?
Hold on a second. I got an idea. Yes, that's right. I got an idea. My last ditch effort here.
What the hell is he doing?
This ain't gonna work, then I don't think anything would. Where is it?
Ever seen a military monocular lens that can zoom in
these
on objects
commercials.
miles away? You're about to.
Yikes.
Dude, you got to hear about this.
Is he like filling out a form
Here's,
online?
Look up the fucking number. See if this will work.
Can I go stream without seeing the same Rumble ad? Rumble ads are completely different, Luke. It's only a couple seconds. He's like a Mike Myers villain, Dr. Evil. Can we name him like kind of like a Dr. Evil type of name? What would he be? And who the hell names themselves Dragon Lord Frodo? Aren't you supposed to like name yourself? I don't know, like Dragon Lord. I don't know, like Mordor or like Dragon Lord. I don't know, like Dragon Lord Sauron. Professor Scrunch. No, that's not like very foreboding. He needs like a real foreboding name. Who was it before Sauron in Lord of the Rings? Oh, yeah, Melkor, right? How about like Dragon Lord Melkor or like Dragon Lord Morgoth? That's very foreboding. The wheels grinding slowly. You mean the wheels on his tricycle? His adult tricycle? That's hot.
Hi, may I please speak with Lieutenant Santana, please?
Oh my god, it's Lieutenant Fanboy. Let me go back a little bit. Let's go. Dragon Lord Bilbo.
Hi, may I please speak with Lieutenant Santana, please?
Lieutenant Santana is not in. He comes back. Let's see, today's the 10th. So he comes back. Mr. Santana. On Friday.
On Friday. Could you just like connect me to his voicemail so I can leave him a voicemail?
The voicemail, no. I don't advise to do that because the voicemail is for all of the lieutenants.
Oh, okay.
And if somebody else pulls it, now the message is no longer saved anymore. You know what I mean?
All right.
But I'll just write one out for you.
Yeah, if you can have Lieutenant Santana call me. My name is Michael Constantino. He knows who I am. Okay. Just have him call me. My phone number is 716-994-4067.
Okay, so he knows you. He knows what it's about?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll leave him the message.
And you said he'll come back on Friday?
Friday, 7 a.m. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll probably call back then too.
Oh, sure.
All right. All right. Thanks.
Yep, you're welcome.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Dragon Lord Frodo is taking off the kiddies' gloves. He's serious, folks. He's getting Lieutenant Fanboy in and he's with the shits, okay? He's not half sending anymore. He's full sending.
Well, that's no good.
Gonna get the muscle in. Lieutenant Fanboy is gonna really put the squeeze on Mama Scrunch. Yeah, he is going to the library a lot to upload. Can you imagine if he's going to the library multiple times a day? And he is.
Last ditch effort. I called Santana. I called Lieutenant Fanboy.
If you don't know the history,
I don't know how much he can help me because it's C district, but whatever.
you know, here's a clue. If you're really gonna let one of your guys that like you put the squeeze on somebody else, don't put it on the internet. You got to do it privately, very underhanded, very sneaky. Now everybody knows that if Lieutenant Funboy puts the squeeze on Mama Scrunch, it's because of you. Right? He is so gonna get that cop into trouble. But the cop says outs though. Could be like, I have no idea who. Well, he would know who it is, but he's gonna be like, he has mental issues. Okay, we're not friendly. He's like a 9-year-old just got a bad test grade.
The problem is that I can't just sit down with a dick. I have to sit down with the receptionist first, and then she decides if I can see a dick or not.
Yeah, whatever happened to the Buffalo Dick clam bake? The last time he went there, didn't he say that he was expecting to get the hand necklaces on him? But he said after a few minutes, those hand necklaces didn't go on, so he was all right because he was kind of scared. Why did he go to the Buffalo Clam Bake again? Wasn't that like over a year ago?
I hate doing this. Is this what those lesbians had to do to get me arrested?
No, they did not.
Is this what they had to fucking do?
It was a lot easier for them.
This is shit they had to go through. Like I just can't see them. You know, it's like, what the fuck? You're gonna come after me hard over bullshit, and then when people's lives are in danger, it's just, we can't do anything about it. Oh my God.
What are you
this
seeing
guy
here?
Already on vacation like 2 months ago or some shit?
You're watching Dragon Lord Frodo. He is an individual that is in the Buffalo, New York area. And he streams as well as produces videos online of a lot of things pertaining to his life. So he'll do tricycle rides. Yes, he has an adult tricycle with 3 wheels, not 2, because 2 is a bicycle. He has a tricycle. He will produce videos complaining, video gaming, going to local events and whatnot. He says he has a lieutenant at the Buffalo Police Department in a specific district, aka Lieutenant Fanboy, in his back pocket. So he's pulling it out on his mom that he's currently has. Well, his mom has a restraining order against him for, certain things that has happened in the last few weeks. So why are you here? You're here for a very good time. You're welcome. Have fun. It's wild that poor woman with MS had to be harassed.
What is going on here?
Yeah, he never stops. I remember when I first, started covering DLF, it took him about 4 to 5 days to figure out that I was covering him, and I knew it was like going to be a lifelong relationship. I'm stuck with this man for the rest of my life.
You're gonna sit there.
That was succinct. Thank you, Fish. I try to be. Dragon Lord Frodo should be a lol cow. I don't see how Dragon Lord Frodo has not been on lol cow live. They've had everybody from Boogie, Wings of Redemption, Cyrax. Shit, they should have had Daniel Larson on there, but World of T-shirt should be on there. Dragon Lord Frodo is just as bad or good, depending on your perspective, as Cyrax. Why isn't he never been on Log Call Live? It's like he's below their radar. Yeah, Cyrax. You did not know that Cyrax was on Log Call Live? Yes. It was a couple days ago, wasn't it, when Foodie was there? Wasn't Cyrax like on there?
Let me call the SVU one more time. One more time, and then I give up. I just give up.
DLF is better because he tells more of a story. He's very insidious, isn't he? Remember when he used to
Actually, better yet.
Remember when he used to splice like ladyboy pictures in his videos to try and get me in trouble with YouTube and get my channel taken down? But I clocked it. Remember when we used to be like, what the hell was that? Remember the flash, and we'd be like, what the hell was that flash? And we didn't know what it was at first. And then DLF would come in with like this little smirk. You could tell he was smirking, that he was gonna report my videos.
I'm not gonna call the SVUs. Fuck them.
Is Daniel Larson out of prison? Last time I heard he wasn't.
They're gonna tell me we can't do anything about it. Everything can't do anything about it. You know what? I'm just gonna call up. I'm just gonna call up the fucking B district, isn't it? B district. Oh, my
Right, DLF is insidious.
Hey, check this shit out. Check this shit out. Look at that. Look at that. Like you didn't fucking believe me, Monty.
Oh my
Look
God.
who I found. There's Eugene's brother right there, Todd McAllister.
Okay.
He's not a lieutenant. He's the chief.
Ever seen a military
He's the
monocular
chief?
lens
You mean
that can
like
zoom in on
assistant
objects
chief?
miles away? You're about to. Dude, you got to hear about this.
Wait a second. The last time Eugene's brother, we heard of him, wasn't Eugene's brother like a lieutenant or sergeant or something? I mean, you can jump. I mean, does the Buffalo Police Department, I would think they have captains. Maybe they have majors. I don't know. Some departments are big enough and will recognize a police major. Some even have police colonels. But usually, lieutenant, you can jump, or a captain, you can jump to like assistant police chief or something like that, right? I wouldn't expect a guy to be that young, still that young, and be the police chief, the chief of police, unless you go from like a big department like Buffalo or a big city, New Jersey or LA, or I don't know, like Austin or Dallas or someplace, Chicago, and then you run like a little small police outfit somewhere in a town or small city. Who knows? Maybe he is chief of police. I gotta look it up.
He's the chief. See
What was his name?
Says chief.
All right, let me look this name up. Let me go back a little bit.
Yeah, like you didn't fucking believe me, Monty. Look who I found. There's Eugene's brother right there, Todd McAllister. And he's not a lieutenant, he's the chief. He's the chief. See that? He says chief. Yo, he's got an email.
You sure it says chief? Because I looked up Todd C. McAllister. He says he's a captain of the Buffalo Police Department. Makes sense. Because I could have sworn the last time we heard about Eugene's brother was a sergeant or lieutenant. So maybe he's in charge of a department, because typically as a captain you would be. But not the chief.
Let's see. What's his email? Ooh. Should I email him?
Okay. So he is a captain in the Buffalo Police Department. And as I said, he's usually, if you're a captain or even lieutenant level, you're in charge of a specific team or department. He is sworn in as chief of E District. So that was February the 1st. Eugene's brother got sworn in as chief of E District, not as in chief of police. Guy is way too young, and he doesn't really have that much merit. No offense there, Eugene's brother. The Shroom Trip streams from COVID lockdown were great, I bet.
I'm not going to email him. Maybe it's just called B District.
Right, Fish? Or maybe he has and he got like shut down. Can you imagine some dude keeps calling you when he has like whiny complaints about his mom?
I'm just going to call the general number for B District.
Like you don't have nothing better to do than listen to him whine.
Okay. Let me get the fucking police report out. Excuse. It'd be like this. Remember that movie? It'd be like, excuse me while I whip this out. Watch this. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Okay, the joke's too easy. That's the only thing he can whip out, because he definitely can't whip out his half-inch little dicky. Should I make fun of this man? He has like a half-inch. You can't even call it a stub. What's he doing now? Yeah, let's just keep comparing him to Cobes or what's the other guy? Who's the diaper bandit again? Speaking of which, the diaper bandit. Why am I losing the name? Diaper Bandit Buffalo. Who's that again?
That's B District, right? Yeah.
Andrew Ditch. Yes, thank you, Fish.
Hi, I'm calling to follow up on a police report I made about 2 months ago. Excuse me?
What do you mean follow up?
Follow up on a police report that I made.
Okay, sir. Follow up how? Like, what was the problem?
Bomb threat?
Someone did a bomb threat to you?
Yes.
What's the incident number of that?
It's 24-3030-479.
Okay, the 3 digits after the 24 was what?
It's 24-3030-479.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
Bad. Facts at Lobs. Facts. Yeah, you guys remember Shakira and the the utility bill. Well, this lady looks like she's straight to the point. She is not effing around, and she has a very driver personality. You know what? Like, let's get to the point. Where are you calling here? Oh, wasn't Queen Cobra wasn't Queen Cobra on like Log Call Live or something like that? Or am I mistaken? I can't believe Queen Cobes has gone so far. Like, she's now so infamous on the internet. Yeah, yeah, the Shakira call. Because Shakira wasn't playing around.
Sir?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a domestic report, so I'm going to transfer you over to headquarters, and that's where that will be.
Okay.
So there's detectives here assigned to this, so I'll transfer you there. You have to speak to someone in SVU, maybe they can help you, or CCU to help you with the phone threat.
Okay.
Okay, hold on while I transfer you.
Jesus Christ.
You have reached the Buffalo Police Department. If this is an emergency, please hang up and call 911. If you're calling to report a crime that is not an emergency, please hang up and call 853-2222.
Who is he calling now? He called his local police department, the one that's assigned to his district. He didn't call Eugene's brother because that guy is hella busy. I wouldn't want to put up with his bullshit. So he called somebody, answered the phone, called, and said this was a domestic issue, not a type of terroristic type of thing. So they've said he can call SVU or CCU about it.
For arrest and warrant information, please press 1. For the Detective Division, please press 2. For the Internal Affairs Division, please press 3. For the Police Districts, please press 4. For the Commissioner's Office, please press 5. You have reached the Buffalo. For Chief of Detectives, please press 1. For Homicide, please press 2. For the Sex Offense Squad, please press 3. For Narcotics, please press 4. For Telephone Harassment, please press 5. For Chief of Detectives, please press 1. For Homicide, please press 2. For the Sex Offense Squad, please press 3. For Narcotics, please press 4. For Telephone Harassment, please press 5. For Chief of Detectives, please press 5. Wait while I transfer your call.
You guys ever heard that saying, where is a cop when you need one? Where you might be calling and it's an emergency and you have to wait minutes on the line. Yes, sometimes minutes. When you really should be waiting seconds, maybe 15, 20, 30 seconds tops if they're super busy. You know why? Because of people like DLF. Now, I can understand that he might feel a certain way, but his feelings or his attitude or what was said between him and his mom doesn't necessarily reflect reality. And this instant, do I really think Mama Scrunch is gonna put a explosive device outside of his Buffalo, New York apartment? No, I don't think so. I honestly think that, as the lady says, this is a very domestic. He's complaining about things that matter to him or he thinks is of super importance, and he just truly really wants his mom to face some sort of legal consequence. But if you look at the bigger picture, this is just a complete waste of time of federal and state and city resources.
Hello, you have reached the Communication Crime Unit. No one is in at the moment. Please leave a message.
Of course.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound.
pound for more options.
Hello, my name is Michael Constantino. I'm going to admit, I don't know if this is going to the right unit or whatever. I did a police report back in late October, on October 29th of this year. Complaint number 24-3030-479. It was in regards to my mother making bomb threats towards my apartment building. I went to B District, and they did a report, and I've just been going back and forth with them, and they're trying to make this a domestic dispute kind of thing, and
because it is.
I don't think that's very accurate. I think this isn't a domestic dispute. I think this is a domestic terrorism issue. I went to the FBI building today to report this, and they basically kicked me out and said this is a local police issue. I'm just trying to follow up on this because after I made that report on the 29th, I was served papers myself from my mother saying that she's going to have me charged with aggravated harassment in revenge for making a police report. This is all stemming. This is a whole big thing. Child sexual abuse is involved. Pedophilia is involved. The whole works. I'd like to explain the situation. I'd like to.
Wait, do you think like the voicemail is gonna fill up before he actually finishes? Because this is already being really long. It's gonna stop.
You have someone call me back. So please give me a call back. My phone number is 716-994-4067. Again, my name is Michael Constantino. Please give me a call back as soon as you could. Thanks. Bye.
Ever seen a military monocular lens that can zoom in on objects miles
we were
away?
thinking
You're
the
about
same
to.
thing,
Dude, you gotta hear about this thing. It's like
typically it does fill up before
it's all I can
finishes.
fucking do. It's all I can fucking do here. What the hell is a CCU division? What is that? I'm gonna look that up. Because that's what they said.
Yeah, what is CCU?
Commercial Crimes Unit?
Well, that would kind of make
Computer Crimes Unit.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's a true and honest gamer. That's true. Like it's kind of hard. I don't know. It would be hard for me to look stuff up through my gaming unit.
So it either stands for Commercial Crimes Unit or Computer Crimes Unit. I have no idea anymore. I can't even fucking deal with this anymore.
Creeper catchers. You're done, bud. We got the chat logs.
I'm gonna email. I'm gonna see if I can email Todd. You know, they found that guy that killed that CEO. His name's Luigi. Hey, I'm me, you're Luigi. It's fucking Luigi. Come on. Why is his name gotta be Luigi? Where's Mario?
You know what? I would have like a little joke for this moment, but I mean, do I really want to go there? What's the name? What's the name like Dragon Lord Frodo? Luigi Mangione, probably butchering the last name, has a fan club at Pennsylvania prison. Makes sense. I mean, he's probably getting tons of like mail from women who want to marry him, especially with that like picture from the Telegraph with him with all the muscles and everything with just the backpack on. Hey Fish, you saw that picture, right, with Luigi? He has the backpack on, super tight looking backpack, and his like abdominal muscles are just like pouncing out of his skin. I'm sure that made a lot of people hot and bothered. Yeah, partly that he went against healthcare, partly that he is a stone cold killer. And I mean, depending on the picture, the guy isn't a bad looking guy. Plus he's Ivy League educated from a good family. It's just that he got a debilitating injury, needed help from the healthcare system, and they denied him. You didn't see the pic? Are you serious? You didn't see that pic? It's kind of like, okay, let me pull that up.
Luigi. All right.
Fish is telling me like she hasn't seen this picture. Come on, Fish, stop it. You really want me to pull? Okay, I'm gonna pull that up right now. Talking about you haven't seen this Luigi picture with him with like that little small backpack on and everything. You know, with the muscle just like bulging out and everything. Come on. You're telling me like you don't think this guy would look. This guy has a fan club. Look at that. You know how much ladies is messaging this guy right now at this moment with proposals and whatnot. Luigi Mangione's disgusting Gen Z fan club makes me fear for societies. I mean, I can totally understand that, especially when the Telegraph is putting up photos like this. Of course, there's gonna be a fan club. They're crazy though, but that's the thing. Any person that is like avidly in the news like this will have some sort of fan club where there are women from like all age groups, walks of society all over the world wanting to marry this guy, especially with a photo like that. 100%. He has like a pretty good fan base right now and is growing by the day. You thought from his face he was really skinny. He used to be I think he used to play football.
Check the disc code.
You think he looks skinny? He probably is because of the injury that he had. But back in the day when he was at his Ivy League school, he was the shit.
Try the disc code.
Monty, president of his fan club detective. No, I'm not into that kind of stuff. Remember, Fish, there's a lot of law enforcement people in my family, okay? Sounds like he's attempting to communicate through the clicks. Yeah, something like that. He's really good with his remote. You know what he needs to be good at? Getting a job. That's what he needs to be better at. It sounds like he's texting in the early 2000s. Yeah, on Netscape Navigator. Wait a second. No, that's like late 90s, the Netscape Navigator.
Yo, I'm gonna.
I used to prefer Netscape Navigator over Internet Explorer, but then of course, Chrome came around and just changed everything.
I'm gonna see. Oh shit! What would happen? What would happen if I called Makuchi?
No, not Dick Makuchi. Used to be so fast at that.
I really don't want to deal with fucking Makuchi.
Speaking of like phones like that, I just found yesterday like the old school phone I used to have where it had like those buttons like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the 0. Then ABC was on the 1, etc., etc., etc. Man, those were the days. I wasn't fast at the typing though. Even with the BlackBerry Pro, I wasn't fast at the typing. But some people were like amazing at it.
I mean, I guess if I were to figure out Makuchi's number, and if I could figure out Makuchi's number and get a hold of Makuchi, he might be able to point me in the right direction. Even though, he's a fucking child porn detective.
Okay, why would a detective that is niched into like, online or I don't know, child porn offenses has to do anything between you and your mom? Like it doesn't make any sense. And why would a guy that has investigated you want to turn around and help you out, DLF? I mean, that don't make no sense.
Fuck. Oh, I got fucking pay for this? Fuck this. Why does everyone else get justice and I can't?
Here we go again. Here we go again. Be free. It's so true. DLF wants to turn Mama Scrunch in for what he's got on the hard drive. Exactly. DLF. All we need now is a little bit of Andrew Ditch. Speaking of Andrew Ditch, I have no idea what he's been up to. Last time I made a stream about Andrew Ditch, he had checked himself into.
Hackford joins us now with more on what law enforcement did after this morning's raid, something new involving community policing. Right, Rob?
Yeah, Scott Mariellis, the moments leading up to and after any kind of law enforcement action like today's raid can be unnerving and stressful, including for those indirectly affected. Neighbors might not know what happened or could have questions about why the police were there. Well, the New Buffalo Police. These officers are trying to turn a knock from police into more than cause for worry. after a raid involving the FBI Erie Sheriff's deputies.
I want to see if Bakuchi's on the video.
Police in the city's Black Rock neighborhood.
Black Rock.
Going door to door on Broad Street is part of the new solution.
We're talking to the neighbors. We're talking to any of the residents that might be out.
A solution that Commissioner Joseph Gramalia says has been going on for about 2 months, with officers handing out flyers and providing information to neighbors like Kate Dixon.
I haven't heard anything like it, and I kind of appreciate it because sometimes you're like, what was that in the neighborhood? And then you have absolutely no idea, and you're like, well, I hope it was okay.
Any wariness seemingly melting away after people found out why the officers were there. Anthony Artist was one of the first
man.
Community police.
Any relation to Ian Artist?
Captain Tommy Champion.
You know, we feel safe with them around, to serve and protect. So, hey, I'm up for it.
Let's see if Bakuchi's on this.
I think doing this gives us a more holistic view and gives us a more balanced take and strategy to make sure that we're addressing their needs and to address crime prevention. We need to have more.
We need a show where you and DLF go over the evening news. Actually, that's not even a bad idea. Speaking of which, I was looking up some Andrew Ditch stuff, and it seems Smokey Maxey just released a couple hours ago a video about Andrew Ditch versus the police. I'm going to check that out after the stream. But what I'm also going to do after the stream is I got to email my ops, Mama Scrunch, and see if she's going to do a follow-up interview on what the hell's going on with our protective order.
Presence in our communities, and we need to be able to engage with our citizens. It's just one more way for us to be able to do that.
We think that it's going to build some trust in that community, and that's what makes our streets safer. That's what gets us the information we need, and that's what builds those bonds.
Bonds that improve the city of Buffalo and keep it moving forward for police and neighbors, one door knock at a time.
It's not just law enforcement acting on the community. It's very much a partnership between both of us to try to get to the bottom of the issues and make the community better for everyone.
In Buffalo, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.
I want to see if Bakuchi was on there. Whatever.
You think Smokey's late?
I'm fucking fed up. I've been on edge because at any time my apartment building could just blow up. I'm on edge these last couple months. Anyway.
OMG.
This is Dragon Lord Frodo, and I approve this message. Thanks in advance for watching this.
All right. I don't know what's gonna come of this, but truly, I'm gonna try and have Mama Scrunch do another interview. DLF says not to take down those interviews because they're to be logged into evidence for him. We'll see what happens. So I'm gonna email Mama Scrunch right after this. We're gonna see and try and set up an interview, and we'll see what Mama Scrunch has to say about this entire situation. Because now I'm super curious because I don't have her perspective, right? And I would really love to. So people, join me again next few days. We're gonna do another DLF stream, and we'll see if Mama Scrunch wants to do the interview. If she does, we'll settle on a date and time. If she doesn't, then we're just gonna do something else. But thanks for hanging out with me as usual. I'm gonna see you another time. Take care of yourselves and have a great Saturday.